Welcome to the SUPROSAN Project, a speculative biology series, Episode 2. These are golden false bone-crushing dogs. These two seem to be siblings on a hunt. Golden false bone-crushing dogs are ambush predators, similar to lions. They seem to be preying on this female great deer. The deer is picking up a sound. It's probably nothing to worry about. Well, that's some dust. It now might be something to worry about. That's a lot of great deer. Where could they be going? To scourge a forest? Maybe going back in time might help us find out why they're coming here. Just around 8 months ago, we can see male great deer fighting each other. This was because it was the great deer mating season. Well, that solves the question why. The answer is that now it is the great deer fawning season. This is when the great deer give birth to and raise young. Both males and females take part. But that raises another question. Why here? Well, that's because of predators. The grasslands are full of predators like the sharp-jawed riverdog. Though they do not normally hunt and are too small to hunt adult great deer, they would prey upon their fawn. Another predator are the siblings we saw earlier. While here, in scavenger forest, they have only one predator to worry about. This predator normally lives in water, but if it manages to kill a land animal, it uses the dead animal's skin to prevent moisture loss and come on land. This creature is the SUPROSAN death spider. Though it is not a great hunter, when a great deer is caught, fatality is 100%. No matter what, its population is controlled by creatures like the belted land dog, which by the way only hunts fish, and the SUPROSAN death spider. Even though the name is land dog, this bird is semi-aquatic. The SUPROSAN death spider is a pycnogonid, meaning it's a sea spider, and is actually not a spider. Here's its anatomy, which helps it live on land with a dead carcass. Caliphores, palps, proboscis. They are the basic feeding structures of every sea spider. Here, for our species, the proboscis along with the caliphores and palps are heavily adapted to rip and swallow soft pieces of flesh. In other sea spiders, these are bristle-like structures, but our species, being a flesh eater, has hardened teeth-like structures, possibly by utilizing iron. These structures help to break down food into smaller pieces. Crop. This structure has evolved quite a few times in the animal kingdom, so it's no special for our creature. It helps to store food for later. Small intestine. This is the first of the three divisions of the intestine. It is where most of the digestion takes place, and its walls are full of enzyme-secreting cells. RBCs are not killed, and instead are used to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide. Middle intestine. This is the second division of the intestine. It houses a huge variety of symbiotic bacteria which help in digestion. In simple words, this is the creature's microbiome. Large intestine. This is the last division of the intestine. It is where absorption takes place, though it doesn't absorb everything. Instead, it opens into the anus and the circular intestinal tract. Circular intestinal tract. This is the transition between the circulatory system and the digestive system. It opens into all 12 appendages. This is where the circular intestinal tract opens into. Here they supply nutrients to the legs or whatever other part they are in. They also collect the wastes produced by the cells on the way. They open into the diffusion sacs. Diffusion sacs. This is the only actual part of the respiratory system which takes in oxygen and releases CO2 and possibly other gases. This is done by diffusion. The transport of these gases are done by the RBCs. The diffusion sacs open into these structures. Before leaving the legs, they open into modified pits which serve as excretory structures. Excretory pores. This is the structure used for excretion along with the anus. Heart. The heart acts in the same way as the hearts of other creatures, even though they evolved separately from the other ones. One main difference is that it opens into the large intestine. Let's go back to the great deer migration. Another reason for this migration is for food. Staying in one place for grazing can cause problems, like overgrazing, especially in creatures with a large population. So to prevent this overgrazing in any place, creatures migrate from one grazing ground to another periodically. For the great deer, this period is 6 months. During this period, the grass in the other region grows back, providing food when they return. And when in the other region, the region which they migrated to before regrows. After the fawning season, the great deer along with their fawns return to the grasslands. Let's go back to the siblings. I think we took a bit too long, and now they're sleeping. Here are the ranges and the scientific names of the creatures mentioned. You probably noticed that the SUPROSAN dead spider's scientific name is not mentioned. That is because I wasn't able to find a good place to check sea spider taxonomy. Wikipedia does work, but many genera are not mentioned and not well described, probably because sea spiders are not well known. So I wasn't able to find a suitable genus to place it in. Anyways, that's it for the video.